Welcome back to the Crypto Alpha Network. Before we head into today's alpha, do us a huge favor by liking this video and clicking on the subscribe button. We'd love to hear from you, so don't forget to leave us your thoughts in the comments below. Trump is now proposing to raise the debt ceiling in the US, and it's nothing short of bullish for Bitcoin and gold. The same can't be said for altcoins, which are mirroring stocks more closely. Meanwhile, there is a clear narrative for Binance Coin and PancakeSwap, and interestingly enough, it's also tied to Trump. Central banks have been buying far more gold than reported, likely due to macroeconomic uncertainty, especially around debt concerns we addressed in a previous episode. To refresh your memory, the Department of Government Efficiency, led by Elon Musk, saved the US billions of dollars. But the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, which is passing vote after vote and brings tax cuts for most Americans, is negating those efforts. If you want more of a refresher, check out yesterday's episode. And now, things just got worse. Trump has proposed eliminating the debt ceiling, posting on his social media that he now agrees with Elizabeth Warren's long-standing stance. Eliminating the debt ceiling makes it easier for the US government to print money and take on more debt without worrying about limits. This pushes people away from the dollar and towards safer assets to hedge against potential danger. That's why gold is rising, and it may also be why Bitcoin will soar. US debt is growing by about 8% annually, and the US national debt is projected to hit $55 trillion by 2034 if the One Big Beautiful Bill passes. Notably, Trump raised billions to buy Bitcoin just before announcing a Bitcoin ETF, and now he's calling to eliminate the debt ceiling. It's curious how everything aligns, with about $87 million in inflows yesterday, surpassing Ethereum's $57 million. Institutional interest remains strong. We say institutional because on-chain demand has dipped 2.45% over the past month, showing small investors aren't chasing yet. Bitcoin is holding well above $100,000, with funding rates still low and the hash rate going parabolic. On the charts, Bitcoin is trading between many of its EMAs, leading analysts to believe a parabolic move is coming, especially as Bitcoin retests support. Adding to the bullishness, the total crypto market cap on the daily chart is forming a golden cross. This is often front-run by price action, but even after it, as seen in November 2024's bullish run, things can get wild. Trump's proposed elimination of the US debt ceiling could drive Bitcoin's price higher by fueling fears of unchecked borrowing, with the national debt projected to hit $55 trillion by 2034. This may weaken dollar confidence, pushing investors toward Bitcoin's fixed 21 million coin supply as an inflation hedge. Bitcoin's resilience above $100,000, strong hash rates, and low funding rates give it short-term added strength. Trump's Bitcoin ETF push and potential strategic reserve further create institutional demand. A looming crypto market golden cross like November 2024's bullish run adds technical momentum. However, increased treasury issuance could tighten liquidity, risking short-term volatility for Bitcoin. A global dash for cash, though unlikely, could also temporarily suppress prices. Long-term, Bitcoin's outlook remains bullish amid rising debt concerns and institutional interest. But near-term price swings depend on macroeconomic reactions to US fiscal policy. We remain cautiously bullish. BTC's price is still choppy, and the macro situation might get messy in the coming weeks to months. We've been talking a lot about stablecoins recently, especially with Circle's initial public offering valued at $7.20 billion, reportedly oversubscribed by 25 times. The total stablecoin market cap is nearing an all-time high, driven by growth in major players like USDT and USDC. But here's what's really interesting. World Liberty Financial, the decentralized finance platform reportedly backed by Donald Trump and his family, launched its stablecoin USD1 in April 2025, and it's gaining serious traction on the Binance coin chain. Since hitting Binance, USD1 has surged, with over $192.23 million in 24-hour volume and a $2.17 billion market cap. It is now the second largest stablecoin on Binance coin chain, just behind Tether. World Liberty Financial is aiming for USD1 to compete with heavyweights like USDT and USDC. And it has teamed up with PancakeSwap, Binance Coin Chain, and Build On, launching a June 2025 campaign to push USD1's adoption and liquidity. Offering $1 million in rewards, The campaign is targeting new meme tokens and existing Binance Coin chain projects using USD1 pairs on PancakeSwap v3, with winners snagging up to $200,000 in liquidity incentives and media shoutouts. Overall, decentralized exchange volumes are soaring. Decentralized exchange volume has doubled in the last month, and PancakeSwap is leading the way, capturing the majority of all decentralized exchange volume. Binance Coin chain daily transactions are also surging. On June 3rd, it hit a new record of over 15.8 million transactions. Daily transactions have tripled since May 5th, with Binance Coin chain logging over 100 million weekly transactions and $1.52 billion in token trading volume this week. Unique addresses continue to trend upward as well. There's a clear narrative here, and we need to look at plays on the Binance Coin chain. But if you zoom out and consider what's happening above and assume that many more companies will compete in the emerging stablecoin market, you can see how the main beneficiaries will likely be the major Layer 1s and main decentralized exchange on those chains. This is likely just the beginning, and investors may start identifying which chains will see the most usage. Funnily enough, due to the nature of stablecoins, each one will likely end up on most major chains in the long term. However, in the short term, the first chain selected will reap the most benefits. There's a lot going on, and as usual, there's plenty of uncertainty. As we've been saying, things are moving, you just need to know where to look. The stablecoin narrative is shaping up to be a big one as more companies compete with USDT and USDC. This will bring more trading volume to the chains they use and could significantly benefit decentralized exchanges. If you believe the world is transitioning to digital currencies or stablecoins, it's hard not to be bullish on established decentralized finance chains and projects. Before you go, help us increase mass adoption and get the word out there by liking this video and clicking on that subscribe button. We'd love to hear from you. So don't forget to leave us your thoughts in the comments below. Bye for now.